Okay.
Yeah, we back again. Topic Tuesdays. Tap in, tell a friend, invite hella mo.
Hey, listen, if you don't do nothing else, share it. Because the word is going to come back just like your money. If you put it out there in the right way, it's going to come back to you. Show some love. Share this video. We finna break down some knowledge. We're going to get into this history. We're going to talk about everything that's going on in the hood. And you can also ask any question that you want, man. I got it out the Bible. I got it out the Holy Quran. I got it out the Moore Science Temple Quran with a K. I can go anywhere you want to go with this, bruh. My number's 58968, baby. I've been here for a minute, bruh. If you ain't got no 58 number, then you ain't did nothing. You ain't been around long enough, bruh. You coming in here late with this information, bruh. You coming in late. So I'm trying to put you up on it. It's Black Jesus. It's the remnant. We here, bruh. We'll slap. I'm taking over, man. What's happening?
That's all I can do, y'all. I'll just go. We gonna see. We gonna see.
Who is it that demands a test? Who is it that demands a test? Think about that.
He's a deep brother. Chemical science. Okay. Okay, we sound.
Truth of life, baby.
We got some conscious people in the building, huh?
I am NelsonL.com. You ain't up on this? You don't know who this man is? You ain't never seen Marcus Garvey on the Slap Show, have you? You ain't never seen Marcus Mosaic Garvey on Slap, have you?
Yeah.
It's time, baby. It's that time.
You know, he ready to go. He fired up.
Man,
he fired up. Give me a second. He fired up. He gonna get y'all going.
Man, come on now. Let me see what we got. We tapped in. We tapped in. I'm just reading some of this slaps just to see who's all on the line, man. Put some thumbs up or something so I can see what's happening. You ready to rock, bro? It's that time, man. Time is at hand.
What's up? What's up? We here. What's good, y'all? So, all right. Tonight we gonna talk about here. Turn your seat to the other side so we can get all in this.
Like we in a you driving.
Yeah.
I'm the co-pilot. That's happening.
Okay, what y'all got going on? How can something be about Black history? How can I say something about Black history?
I'll say something about it. Ain't no such thing as Black history. You ain't black. Black ain't black.
What's
listen,
up, Marcus, Virginia,
first
David,
of all, let me tell you about
Stephanie,
being black.
Yanni, Amy, Eric, Candace.
All of that. What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening, y'all?
We are. Listen, we a nation. We are a nation of people, first and foremost.
Back up. What they see on the screen is what they see.
We a nation of people, first and foremost, and every people come to be a nation. You got to have land, first of all. You got to have a flag, second of all, and you got to be recognized by another nation on the planet. So black ain't recognized by nobody on the planet. Black is not recognized at the UN. There's no flag that flies up there that's a black flag, not the red, black, and green. That Marcus Garvey flag that's not a nation of people. There's no land called black. There's no continent called black. That's not a place. And if you say you come from Africa, Africa has over 42 nations on that continent of Africa, and they speak over 1,800 different dialects, so they don't even talk the same language. And on top of that, we ain't Africans. I'm not no African. I didn't come from Africa. You see what I look like. I'm indigenous to this North America turf, the soil. I'm the original native of this land. See, that whole slavery thing, that was in reverse. Didn't nobody bring us on boats over here. They took us from here. You got to do your research. We not black. You are not black. You have a nationality.
What a Glock.
You have a nationality just like anybody else. The Irish American, the German American, a Mexican American, everybody else has nationality. If you had nationality, then you could ask for your reparations that was due to you by Abraham Lincoln during the Emancipation Proclamation. Because what came with that freedom was money. But you can't go claim that money under black, Negro, colored Ethiopian, any of that stuff. And you ask me why I ain't got it? Because we got to have numbers. We got to have volume. I'm at the Senate with the calculation. We $5.6 trillion with compound interest. See, if we would get together right now, we would never have to work again. None of us would have to work again. Our grandparents already did the work. They owe you money right now. But you'd rather rob your brother. You'd rather steal from your brother. The government owes you money.
So how are we going to get it?
You got to proclaim your nationality under your free national name. So you can go down there and say, hey, I'm a Moorish American. I deserve my reparations or whatever it is that they owe you, and they owe you. That's why Lincoln got smoked, because he was putting reparations into the release of the slaves. Yes, I am Nelson Ill. That's what the ill is. EL stands for Elohim, Elohim. It's a Hebrew word, and it's one of the oldest words for God. And it stands for the 7 creative spirits that created everything that ever was, is, or ever will be. And so that's who I am. I'm Nelson Ill.
And that helped us in a financial way?
Did what help us in a financial way? To proclaim your nationality? Yeah, you got reparations. Okay, so when we came out of slavery, there was something called Emancipation Proclamation, and inside of that, there was to free the slaves, and it was also reparations. It was supposed to be the 40 acres and a mule. But they set it up to where you had to proclaim who you are to claim this money. And at the same time, they instituted what was called Jim Crow laws, which meant if you black and say you startle a white woman, then you could get 20 years for startling a white woman.
Right.
You get another 10 years for loitering. They had what they call.
I just want y'all to notice the one thing that he said: if y'all want to make a change, you change the law. You don't go and proclaiming names. You change laws. We keep going.
And it's already in the law that we are owed money, but they don't owe niggas. They don't owe blacks. Blacks are considered second-class citizens and subjugated to whatever the will of the first-class citizen wants. That's why they don't want you to know who you are.
So they owe it to a Moor.
They owe it to you. See, when you went on the slave ship, you was a Moor. When you came off the slave ship, you was a nigger. So how are you not what you was before slavery?
Okay, so we go back and claim your Moorishness, right?
You go back and claim your nationality.
And then that gets our money back?
If you claim your nationality, put your free national name there, put your IL, which is basically your indigenous rights. Barack Obama in 2012 signed a piece of paper called the Indigenous Rights Act. And it said the people that are indigenous have certain birthrights.
Right.
And you are sovereign. This is what you're telling the world. You telling the world, hey, I'm me. I govern myself. And as an indigenous person, I have certain rights that are not applicable to colonists. And this is the reason why.
What right is that?
What right do I have that somebody else don't have?
Yes.
Well, one of the rights I have is I have the right to a nationality. Everybody else has a nationality. Name one other person on this planet that does not tie themselves to a nation. What's your mama? Your mother's a European, right? She German, she Irish, what is she? She Jewish? What is she?
Shit, my mama North Side. I don't know about that.
You know where she came from?
Shit, Mountain View, Missouri.
You know her genealogy?
No.
You don't know if she's German. That's a problem, bro. You got to know where you come from if you want to get your money up. See, information is currency. You might have an inheritance. You don't know nothing about where you come from. You don't know if you got an inheritance.
My life insurance.
Anything, bro.
Now.
But it's by design that you don't know who you are and where you came from. That's not no accident, though.
I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
But what I'm on right now is how you said to go claim your
proclaim. Publicly proclaim your nationality.
And what will this get us?
One, it is going to put you back into the Constitution of the United States of America. Right now, you ain't under the Constitution. You're not considered a citizen, bro. That's why you subjugated to whatever they want. Let me check this out. If the United States of America, let me throw this at you real quick, Will. Let me throw this at you, bro.
I want to know when I do what you say, what is that going to get me? What does that entitle me?
Well, one, it entitles you to everything that your ancestors have. You got birthrights, bro. You got a lost estate here. This is your land, and what you're doing is saying, this is mine. I don't have to pay taxes on it and get subjugated to whatever anybody else is subjugated to. What I'm saying is this.
Wisdom gets you wealth. The Constitution is controlled. Okay, so church anyway. Right.
So let me throw this out here, please, if you will. if the United States of America was incarcerating young Italian men and killing them in the streets, eventually they'd have to answer to Italy, and then they'd have to answer to the UN. If they were killing young Irish men, they would have to answer to Ireland, and they would have to answer to the United Nations. If they was killing anybody else, but if they killing you, who do they answer to?
Right. Right. Good point.
Nobody. That's why they can continue to do that.
Yeah.
But if you tie yourself to Morocco, that's what being a Moor is all about. See, this is the providence of Morocco. See, all of this area that we live in right now used to be northwest of Mexico or northwest Africa.
If
You're
I tie
in
myself
Africa
to
right now.
Morocco come save me.
If you tie yourself to Morocco, then what you do is give yourself what they call dual nationality.
But Morocco's in Africa, right?
Morocco is right there on the coast of Africa. See, there was a great earthquake that happened that created the Atlantic.
You just said that you're not African and you have no dissenting of African.
I said we're not Africans. We're
but
not.
You just said, but the Moor is an African.
Okay,
Cushion or whatever you want to call the word.
Let's back it up. Let's back it up. We asked Pharaoh for permission to settle in Northwest Africa. We've always been a traveling people. You always heard everybody in the Bible was a goat herder or a sheep herder. What does that mean? That means we travel. We migrate. Okay, so let's take it to science. If you're the first man, original man on this planet, not only am I from Africa, I'm from America, I'm from South America, I'm from everywhere. There's pyramids in South America right now that predate the pyramids that are in Egypt. There's step pyramids. There's an Omaic tribe, blacker than you, look like 50 Cent, got big 50-ton heads down in South America. Okay, so you understand, and we've already been here. That's what I'm trying to explain. This is us. And as we come together and proclaim our nationality, then we have power under the Constitution. We have power under the law.
No, you not here.
Yeah, this is your house. Why are you giving them? If somebody walked in your front door, you're not going to let them run your house, are they, bro?
Time out. If they bought the building, if this is the bank's
house,
who
they buy it from? They stole it from you, bro.
Bro, you just said we started in Morocco.
Listen, let me back this up because I see what's happening. Listen, we settled Morocco with permission from the Pharaoh, right? We made the Sultan. We was that. This was our land. Like you said, they bought it from the European bought it.
This land or Africa?
It's the same land. This is Africa you on right now, bro.
No, I'm on North America.
No, this is Northwest Amexem. Before the earthquake, bro. This was one land called Pangea.
Church.
And so when there was a great earthquake, it created the Atlantic Ocean.
Right.
Why do you think there's a trade wind that hurricanes and boats and everything else?
Which changed it. So that
they didn't change nothing.
Yeah,
listen, man, you take this leaf out this table, it's still part of this table. Would you not agree?
It wouldn't be a whole table.
You take a teaspoon of ocean water out the ocean. Is that not still part of the ocean? Does it still not have every attribute, mineral, salt content, and everything else that the ocean has?
It'll die out. It won't be the same.
It's going to return to the ocean. That's what I'm trying to tell you to do. Return to where
it's not going to return to the ocean. It's going to disintegrate on your spoon.
We'll slap something wrong with you.
You alright?
Bro, right there,
boy. Nelson Neal, bro.
See.
Good to meet you.
Hey, man. So, what I'm saying is you're telling me that I need to go claim my land in Africa. Proclaim.
No land in Africa, your nationality in America, bro. You don't have no nationality here.
We shouldn't. Because you're saying you have to proclaim it out of Morocco.
Hold on, bro. You said that you don't deserve a nationality, but everybody else does?
I didn't say I didn't deserve. You made that up.
So
what I'm saying is that you're saying that to proclaim.
This ain't me talking.
You just put an extra word in.
No, I'm just saying you proclaim your nationality, right? Right. You don't understand why you should do that.
My nationality is not in this continent. I have to claim it out of Morocco.
No, you are a descendant of Morocco born in America. Just like a German person that was born over here. Or a Jewish person that was born over here, or a Japanese person. They still gonna claim Japan.
We'll break it down the street. If you was born on the Deuce and you moved to the city, you still a Deuce nigga.
Okay, you still from the Deuce, right?
So you're still in Morocco.
This is Morocco. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
You just said Morocco's on the west side of Africa.
This is a providence of Morocco. I wish you had a map. Because if I show you Kansas City, and I just come to the east side and I say, you trying to say Kansas City encompasses the metropolitan. We ran that area, bro. That was our kingdom.
I'm just saying, you said it was on the edge of West Africa.
Because of the earthquake. Put it like this. If Morocco is right here, if I draw a circle on this table right here, and then you break it apart, half of the circle is here and half is over here.
Am I right or am I wrong? He said it was in Africa, right?
I know what you're talking about.
He said we have to proclaim something that is in Africa.
Let me tell you something.
And he said he has nothing to do with Africa.
I said we are not Africans because they
you
try to
are.
call you.
I am. I'm with the Moors.
Well,
I'm with them.
You're an African, okay?
I'm an African
perfect.
descent. Yes.
So what part of Africa do you come from? Barack Obama's dad comes from. What's his dad? From Kenya. So what part of Africa you come from?
I had to ask my daddy. Shit like that. Nobody knows what you mean.
Listen, the word African American is an oxymoron. Africa is a continent. America is a nation.
I understand that. I completely understand that.
Okay, and everybody else that's over here, that came over here as an immigrant or anywhere else, came from somewhere.
Right.
That's the reason why they have dual nationality.
Right.
So you either come from Germany or you come from Europe, you come from
we come from Africa.
What part? You can't just say Europe. You can't be a European American. You got to come from France, Germany, Turkey, Russia. Give me something. You can't. You know how big Africa is, bro?
Well, you don't know.
You could put 3 United States on the continent of Africa.
The white person still don't know where they came from.
It ain't no such thing as white people. That's the other thing that we got to get around. Everybody has a nation. You are German. You are Jewish. You are Irish. You are Italian. You are Moorish. Every single person in the Bible has a nationality.
You want to call a nigga by his nationality. I'm
just saying, if you
about what economics and
okay, you calling it what white folks called us. White folk came with that. Why you want to be subject to a slave?
You are too.
I'm not no nigga.
This book was written by a white man.
This is Marcus Garvey's autobiography.
Well, that shit was rewritten by a white man and pressed out by a white man's company. What are you talking about?
Pressed up by Will. You're not making no sense right now, bro. You can't alter the truth. I don't care who wrote the book. If it's true,
why the Bible altered?
The Bible don't alter the truth.
It is.
Listen, hold on, brother.
It is, man.
I'm not saying
Israelite, so
I'm Moorish American, brother. I just
okay.
got down with the Hebrews right there on the.
So
why don't you come to the banquet? Why don't you come to the truce?
I live in Denver.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then. You know what I'm talking about then, bro.
He's speaking that truth, but I'm just that type of nigga who be like, come on, I want to get to the real bottom of it.
Well, we got to dig, bro. What was done in science got to be undone in science.
You said you're Jesus.
I am Black Jesus.
So that's the same way as me talking about using it in words like that, with black and all that. You just said black and Jesus. That is a super contradiction.
Hold on. No, let me explain that.
Does that make sense? He just said we're not black, we're not white, but he's Black Jesus.
Black,
and he don't believe in Jesus.
Okay, now
crazy.
This is why I said black. The word black, I spell it BLAKC, right? I spell it differently. And it stands for bringing love and kinetic consciousness. Okay. That's black. It's an acronym. Yeah. It's not a word. It's an acronym. Jesus, we know, like I told bro, the J is only 700 years old. Yeah, we know that. I'm not stupid now.
So why would you keep riding with?
The reason why I'm riding the word Jesus is because that's the most known name on the planet. So why would I want to ride with Jesus, bro? Everybody else want to be 50 Cent and they want to be these other niggas. Why would you want to be the boss, bro?
Why would you?
The biggest lie. What's the biggest lie? That it didn't exist.
Jesus.
Jesus didn't exist.
No. Like you said, the letter J didn't happen.
So what do you want me to say? Yahshua? I gotta meet you on your. I do say Asiatic Yahshua. I gotta meet you on your level, bro. I gotta meet you on your level. I gotta meet you on your level.
He knows
I gotta meet you on the level.
But he's still going back.
Because I gotta reach you. Do you know who Yahshua is? If I came to you and say Yahushua, who is that? Who is Yahshua? Who Yahushua?
That's what he's supposed to do.
So I'm gonna run up to a nigga in the hood. I'm gonna run up to a nigga in the hood and just start talking about Yahushua. If I say I'm Black Jesus, he's gonna identify with that first. Then we can build from there, bro. Then we can build, bro.
But it's the language, bro, that's broken up. You feel what I'm saying?
You're still supporting the sucker.
Some people call him Yeshaya. Some people call
Esau. Somebody call in Islam he's called Esau.
Ahaya.
Some call God the Most High. Some say Allah. Some say Jehovah. Some say Yahweh.
Allah just means one God. And
that's
Yahweh
right.
is just the.
What about Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nisi?
Those are pagan names for him.
I'm saying
those are European.
Go to Thoth. You can take it to Thoth. You can some call him Thoth. Others call him this. People have 1,000,000 names for God. 99 at least, and then the 100th name is unidentified.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Jesus. I just know
But
black
Jesus
folks,
is the biggest lie and the withhold on our people.
Who? Jesus who? White hair and blonde hair? Blonde hair and blue eyes?
Yes, the
That's
whole
the biggest
story of
lie.
Jesus.
I agree with that.
The man
I agree
himself
with
is
that.
not.
Okay,
I
but
agree
you're
with that.
living it up by calling yourself Jesus.
No, because I'm taking
How
it back.
you gonna rock with a sucker?
Let me ask you this, bro.
How you gonna be a
so if I
sucker?
said normal Jesus, then you're gonna think white boy, right?
Right.
So I have to distinguish because niggas
When you
is
say
straight.
Jesus, I automatically think sucker, liar, cheater.
That's
thief.
you. That's you. But that don't mean everybody
You know
else
what I
think
mean?
like that. Most of
You
these
do.
people came
Most
through
of the other
church,
people
bro.
know. They know, and so you're trying to tap in with them.
No, I'm trying
That's
to wake them
scandal.
up, but I got to meet
That's
them where they
scandal.
at.
You can't infiltrate the infrastructure.
So
to-
let me
to
ask you this, bro.
infiltrate,
If I come to
know
you
what
with some
I'm
high
saying?
science right now, you gonna rock with me?
Some high science.
High science right now.
I go with straight
You're gonna talk
common
about
sense.
metaphysics. So I gotta meet you where you at, family.
I go with
I gotta
common
meet you
sense.
where you at.
Yes, you
Let's
do.
go with common sense
Go
then.
with common
Tell me
sense.
something common and let's get into it. What's common about you, bruh? You don't know who
About
your
me?
mama is. You don't know who your daddy is. What's
I know my
common?
mama and my daddy.
So
is.
well, where did you come from? Who are you? What is your
My
nationality?
mama. I
What
came
is your
from my
nationality?
mama and my daddy.
What is your nationality?
Lost for so long, he's not going to
Exactly. I can't meet you on that level because you don't know.
Nigga, you just said it. We Moors.
Bro, you don't know. You gonna
You
take
wanna
man
go
knows now by being told
you
now.
wanna go back
One
to
minute you
Morocco?
don't want to. One minute you don't want to believe me. Then the next minute
Bro,
you gonna take my word for it,
I
family.
understand what you're saying, but I don't really rock with none of that.
You
I don't
don't got to
believe
rock
in
with that, bro.
religion and nothing.
Well, then take
and
it
if
to the
you
science.
saying-
Take
and
it
if
to the
you-
science
and
then,
if
bro.
you saying you're
Let's take it-
Jesus,
let's take
then
it to
I'm
the science.
done.
Let's take it to the science then, bro.
That's your book, not science.
My name is Reddy Reed, Riance Nelson. How's
That's
that?
great.
Okay, now what you want to talk
I'm
about?
Will Kid.
Okay, what you
Social
want to
media.
That ain't
I
your
made
name,
my
Will
name.
Kid.
What you mean
So
I
I can
made
make
my
my own
name?
name.
Thank you.
You want to call yourself
We
a
did
kid, a
that.
goat? You a baby
No, I
goat?
named myself after dead
You
people.
a
cuz.
goat, bro?
I named myself after dead people.
Who's
cuz.
Will Kid?
My dead folks, cuz.
Okay, family. So who is that? Tell me. Where they come
My
from? What
dead
part of the
brother
land? Okay.
and my dead cousin.
And what's their nationality?
I don't give a fuck about
Okay.
that.
Well, then you ain't you don't know nothing, bro.
I don't give a fuck about that.
So
That's
what
the
do you give
difference.
a fuck
What
about,
does
bro?
that do to help anybody?
What is what you
What
do
have-
to help? What are you
Sucking the
doing?
Trash to tap in 8 p.m.
Hey, that changed my life. I'm
You know
in a
what
new
I'm saying?
tax bracket. What's happening, fam? Come on, bro.
Yeah, I am
Let's
in
be
the new
real,
tax
bro.
bracket.
Let's be real with it, family.
I am in the new tax
It
bracket.
didn't sound like you didn't bring me on here to talk about what's happening. You brought me on here to challenge me,
I
bro.
didn't challenge you.
Come on with it. Bring me something real. Come on.
I am being real.
So when I try to tell you about that Morocco, this is a
I already
providence
know.
or
I'm
or part of
listening.
the empire of Morocco. You start talking over me, telling me about Africa and this. This
No,
is what
you
I'm telling
said
you.
Africa. You
Listen
said
to me.
Morocco is on the west side of Africa.
Absolutely.
I said so.
I
it's,
said this is northwest of Mexico. I said that Morocco is on the coast, and I said the way it got broke up is because there
So
was an
that's what I'm
earthquake.
saying. You change
There was
it.
an earthquake,
You know
and that
all
put
the
half of it
names.
over
See,
here, and that
the
put it
thing
over here.
is-
That's
the
why I
thing
can't talk to you about it,
is
bro,
you know
because
all
you
the
don't know the
names.
names.
You know
You
all
know
the
Jesus,
names.
and you don't
I don't
believe
know
in
no
that.
Jesus.
You know the name.
I don't.
Let me
You
ask
know
you
the
this.
I
name.
don't
know
You know
Let
the
me ask
name
you
whether
this.
you like it or you don't like
This
it.
is
You
the
know the
thing.
name,
Problem
family.
is, you speak truth, it's your demeanor.
No, I
And how
usually
you
be
come
calm. They've been amping me up since this morning. Him and
Nobody
KLZ.
gonna hear
Him and
it.
KLZ he told me, I don't believe in Jesus.
Hey,
He been
listen,
amping me up for a couple of days now.
But this is the thing
But
because
I
I
understand.
like where you I like where you
Bro, I
going at
understand.
with it. I
I'm
like
rocking
where
with
you
Baby
go.
Boy.
I like where you're going at with it, but you're still rocking a sucker's name. You're still supporting the sucker movement.
The sucker's name was Cesar Borgia,
No,
baby.
the sucker's name
Nah,
is
that's
Jesus.
the sucker's name.
The
is
nigga
Cesar Borgia.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the sucker's name. That's the
Do
sucker's
y'all
name.
know his name or do y'all know Jesus?
Thank you. He was
name?
commissioned.
The same person
Exactly.
that everybody, like you
That
said.
Jesus
he
ain't-
said-
that
you
Jesus
just said-
ain't the Jesus
he
we talking about,
contradicts
bruh.
himself so
What are you
much.
talking
You
about?
just said I call myself Jesus because everyone can relate to that.
Because you know the name.
Why would
Who
you dumb
around the
yourself down
world?
for the masses?
Listen, let me explain that. Let me explain that.
Y'all got
The
Thank you,
reason
brother.
why,
They
the
said they
reason,
can't hear y'all because y'all yelling.
the reason
Oh, shit.
why is because anywhere around this planet that name is known.
Right.
Wherever you go.
But how you educating the truth on it?
Listen,
You're spreading
listen,
the doctrine,
listen.
the lies.
No,
You're
no.
spreading it.
You
by-
spread-
What's the lie? Tell
The
me
name
why.
of Jesus.
The name
Jesus is a lie,
You're not
and you're
educating
spreading the
it.
lie.
Hold
You're
on,
not
brother.
educating it.
Hold on, bro. The education comes in the conversation. See, I got to spark your thought before I can have a thought, have a conversation with you. So even if you come to me and say that's a lie, now we can talk about nationality. Now we can talk about there's really no such thing as black people.
But you
Or-
already lied to me.
Hold
Your
on,
name
bro.
was a lie. You're-
Now my name ain't no lie. If y'all feel, listen,
Jesus
bro.
is a
If
lie.
you keep saying your dead kin folks got respect, and my dead kin folks do too. Just think of that as my people, bro. Okay?
Jesus is your father?
Yeah, just think of that. Just think of that. Think of that like that. Now, the name, I don't care about the name because the name is just about what it resonates. It's just like the word nigga.
I can't look at Jesus as your dead folks like that.
Why do I got to look at your dead folks like that, bro?
Because Will and Kid's names are from
okay,
dead folks.
so Jesus came. The name is recognized, bro.
Now, but that's for everybody.
So what you want to call him, Jesus? You want to call him Hail Caesar? What you want to call him? What you want to call him? So
you called him what his real name is to what people who
and love from
understand it.
From here on out, Asiata Yahshua. How's that sound? Let's go with it. Let's go with it.
You call him whatever you want. I don't believe in none of that shit.
Who is Yahshua? So let's talk about math and science then. Can you go there?
I don't believe in math and science.
Will Slaps don't believe in math?
Fuck
How do you
no.
get money? How do you do anything? You don't believe in math?
Same way you used to.
How do you live in a week?
You can't put science with religion, no?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that. No religion is higher than the truth, bro.
You want to debate. You want to go against the smack.
You
want to smack on something.
Because I got a mixtape called Black Jesus. So now he's trying to destroy all the music. He's trying to do it. He's trying to knock me down. But if it's a nigga out here killing and shooting, he honors that. He honors that. He don't come with these young brothers out here talking about, nigga, I'm gonna knock this down. I got a Draco. I got this and that. He don't get on them. But he want to come at me.
He don't watch the show.
He want to come at me, bro.
He don't watch the show.
That's what he know.
He don't watch the show.
I don't.
You don't watch the show.
I don't tap in.
Everybody tell this brother what I talk about.
Hey.
He don't watch the show.
Hey.
I'm the only one. That's the reason why people are coming to me talking about stop the violence. They want me to do all kind of rallies. They want me to do all kind of everything.
So what
man,
you doing?
I don't want to fuck with them because I'm a real nigga. They ain't on no stop the violence.
Stop no
they don't want to change the law. Like you said, he said change. He was talking about the law, but he ain't said nothing about changing laws.
Disrespect you gonna turn the cheek? Or you gonna put hands?
You know what turn the cheek mean? It just means.
I know what it means.
Well, turn the cheek to me don't mean somebody slap you in the face. You turn the other cheek and they slap you. What that means is if somebody come in here with fire, right? I'm not gonna fight fire with fire. I'm gonna have what puts out the fire. That's turning the other cheek. So you coming in here on this level, I'm coming back on another level.
So if I come in here with my pistol,
right,
and I start blazing, what you gonna speak to me knowledge?
I ain't had nothing to say to you, bro. You gonna kill me? Kill me. Listen, I understand this is just a shell, bro. Yeah. I'm not scared of death. This ain't nothing. We only here this long anyway. Tomorrow ain't promised. You feel me? And I feel like you coming and pulling a pistol on me, you really killing yourself. You killing yourself. So that's the thing that we gotta wake up and understand. That what we really doing out here.
Too lost for that, fam. I
don't think we are. I don't think we too lost, bro. You gotta.
No, you got. Oh, I forgot. My bad. I forgot.
My book told me book wasn't the truth. My album's garbage.
Let me check you out. Yeah.
I didn't say your book wasn't the truth. Damn. You just keep changing all words. This nigga keep saying all kind of stuff that I ain't even say. Yeah, he doesn't watch the show, y'all. He doesn't watch the show. He think I glorify Dracos when I talk bad about niggas.
You glorify that,
you
bro.
Just did.
I said you need to get on them niggas.
You just did. I do.
I never said glorify. I said get on them. You get on me about the word Jesus.
I do, because the word Jesus is the biggest thing holding our people back.
No problem, but I'm not saying you need to beat them up. I'm just saying get on them. Tell them that ain't cool. If you telling me that ain't cool,
I do.
right?
Let me ask you
but
this.
That's what I'm saying. I do.
If you take Jesus out of the equation, then you really got total chaos. That's the only thing, a hope that they done taught our people.
That's the only thing I'm trying to get to these people out here.
We can be
They've been to church all their life. They've been listening to this pastor all their life. And they believe that the image of Jesus don't look like us.
Like I was telling you when my mom was talking about them dreams and shit, recalling that to her, and I was like, you can't knock what I'm saying and what I researched and found out, because you seen me when I was a kid. But the thought of her finding out that shit wasn't real, fucked her mind up that she didn't want to have a conversation.
I'm with you.
Like,
man, listen, it's almost like this. Black folks have a Messiah complex. Let's just face it. And until they see somebody in the physical standing up and putting a demonstration down, we love to follow. We don't love to lead. We love to follow.
Well, we was inbred like that.
Condition. I
say inbred. The reason why I say
programmed.
Inbred, yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What's my move, Slaps? Come on over here, bro. No,
I
I got somebody.
I was one of the weirdest niggas. I grew up martial arts.
And I know everything.
I've seen the spirit around you. You walked in the door and shit.
I know everything that y'all saying. I don't know what the words and can explain it in the same sense, but I know that shit. I've been around a lot of people too. That's that federal time coming out of you. I understand. Niggas go to prison and get smart.
I got out of prison in 1998. I've been out of prison for 20 years. So if you think that something happened, that I got
not you. I'm saying that's people. They all get smart. Niggas get smart. You can't do nothing but get smart.
You go in that cell, and it's you and God.
You laying on your back,
and it's you and God.
Look up. I know it.
It's you and your thoughts. It's you and who you are. That's it.
I understand. But what I'm trying to say is I see things in.
I wish a slave would try me. Damn, I missed it.
Black and white. A lot of people see gray. A lot of people see color. I see black and white.
Ain't no gray.
Yes, no, simple.
It's black and white.
You know what I mean?
It's just black and white.
And like you were saying, I wasn't trying to knock anything you saying. You just said to the whole start of the conversation is the thing that you said that people need to do is proclaim their what?
I said to proclaim your nationality.
Proclaim your nationality. Mm-hmm. I asked you, what will that do to benefit our people?
Right. You want to go in?
I want to hear that answer.
Okay. The first thing that does is it puts you in tune or in line with the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. I know you heard of Dred Scott. Have you heard of Dred Scott?
Yep.
Have you heard of Dred Scott?
No.
Okay. Dred Scott was an ex-slave in the state of Missouri, where we are now, who took his slave owner to court in Jefferson City, which is the capital, and lost. He got found to be only 3/5 of a man, right? Because he did not have a nation to claim. He did not have nowhere he could say he came from. And so they treated him as he was not a citizen. So the first thing that you do, Moors were voting in the 1920s. Before women could vote, Moorish Americans, Moors were voting.
In the North. Not everywhere.
Well, in the 1920s, I don't know if you're up on Prophet Noble Drew Ali, but he's the one that made it possible for Islam. I know we're not talking about
hold on. Stick to the proclaiming.
That's who brought nationality. That's who. Hold on.
I'm saying, but what's the purpose of it?
Let me do this, bro.
You said the nigga went to court and lost. All right, we understand. Okay, what is the purpose of doing this?
The purpose of it is so you can have your rights. Right now, you don't even have the right to vote. You have what they call a granted rights privilege. That means every 10 years the president has to sign off on something that gives you the right to vote. Voting is not a right for you. And so what I'm trying to explain to you is about your nationality. This is what this is about, bro. This is by law. I'm not just up here talking, fam. This stuff has already been done. This ain't me. I'm not lying. What I'm trying to explain to you is we have certain rights as a nation of people, and if we could come together, we could demand what we're owed. But one or two of us can't get it. We have to come together. That's really what the whole thing is about. And so when we come together, we have to come together under the law, like you said, so we can change law and affect law. And you do that by having a national name that's recognized by the government. There is a red flag with a 5-pointed green star in the center of it. This is the cherry tree that George Washington said, "I will not tell a lie. I chopped down my father's cherry tree." See, we ran this. The Constitution of America is an Islamic document. It's a Moorish document. If you know what a Mason is.
Hold on. So I do.
Okay.
So,
and you know that the first 8 presidents.
Hold on. So if you proclaim and we do this, right, that means where we proclaim that those people then will start helping us?
No, the United States of America will. Listen, anybody who's ever been a slave, just hear me out.
Now the slave master will help.
No, this is ours, bro. That's what I keep trying to tell you. This ain't his.
Hold on, man. I just want to know what's the purpose of doing
Listen, let me tell you this. I'll just say this, bro. The purpose is, one, seems like a motivating factor is money, right? That's a good motivating factor.
That's everybody's got.
Anybody, any group of people nationally that has been victimized have gotten paid. The Jews got paid. When there was an attack on Pearl Harbor, America rounded up all the Japanese, put them in concentration camps.
Indians got reservations.
After they let them out, all of them, everybody in the house, grandma to the child. Let me explain, bro. The money is still there. The money's not gone. The law don't change. Let me ask you this. If you catch a body today, 100 years from now, if you still living,
keep sticking with the thing. Don't do the example. See, that's where you get people.
All right, check this out.
You like to give
examples. The law don't change
sense.
unless they've been amended off the books, and it ain't been amended off the books. Okay, so the law's still there. So what I'm saying is, by you proclaiming your free national name, you are due money. You are due reparations. That's what I'm saying.
But you did that.
You might as well sovereign yourself.
Well, if you're sovereign yourself, then
you're not a citizen.
Yeah, you don't get it. You don't have the protection of the government. You don't have the protection of the Army, Navy, Air Force,
Marines. So you've done this, right?
Yes, I proclaim my nationality.
And what have you gotten out of it?
Well, what I've actually got is I've gotten in line or in tune with a whole nation of people from New York to California who are moving in a certain direction. Now,
how long has this been going on? This has been all our life, right? This at any point, y'all.
I mean, obviously it ain't that big. You don't know nothing about it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We're trying to grow it. That's what's happening now. You see this? Bro say he a Hebrew Israelite. That's what the remnant is. You know what he said? It's only going to be a remnant or a spittle. I don't want to give you no analogies because I don't want to throw you off. But it's just a small handful of us. You know what a 5%er is? Are you familiar with that? You know what they believe? You understand the science behind that?
No, I don't understand.
Okay, so this is what a 5%er is, bro. It says 85% of the people in the world are ignorant. They just don't know. They just walking around blind zombie sheep, right? They say,
I call it 90-10 too.
Okay, 10% of the people know the truth, but they're not going to tell you the truth. Right. They're going to be, because they living in big houses, riding in nice cars, living good. They don't want you to know the truth. Right. And then there's 5%, a little small group of people that know the truth and teach the doctrine. So that's what that's who we are. So when you tell me that you ain't got nothing, that didn't do nothing for you, man, I'm just this much. We filling up the prisons. We filling up the graveyards. We know more about that than we know about where we come from. We know more about the Draco than we know about our nationality. We know more about the hood we don't own than we know about our flag. How come we don't know about our flag? How come the young brother over here, probably what, 18, 19, 27, he's never even heard of Marcus Garvey, ever? How come? Man, almost 30 years old.
Because none of that.
Is society too.
I've been searching too.
Ignorance is a choice now, bro. Ignorance is a choice now. You got the world's information right here. Everything I'm talking about is right here.
Yeah, but if you now, search,
exactly. I know it's a system. We part of it. Listen, I tell people all the time, the system is working. People, the system's broke. No, the system's doing exactly what it's designed to do.
But you gotta understand, y'all still. By you even saying your name is Jesus, you're still supporting the suckers.
Call me Nelson Hill. Please call me Nelson Hill. You know me as Nelson Hill.
I know you as Nelson Hill.
Everybody might not know you by the same name. Listen, let me just say this. My family call me Reed. Somebody else call me Reddy Reed. Somebody else call me Nelson Hill. You might call me Nelly. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So don't get hung up on that, fam, because that's the problem.
Stop and listen.
Don't get hung up on that.
Stop and listen.
Don't get hung up on that.
Remember what he said. It's about your approach.
Okay. Well, I'm not trying to convert you, number one, because I know you ain't trying to. And I'm not here to save nobody, bro. I'm not here to save nobody.
Exactly why
I'm not here to save nobody.
That's exactly why.
You got to save yourself.
See,
I'm just trying to get you to think. Then you save yourself. Like you said, you pull it. If this house is on fire, and I just say, hey, the door's there or the door's there, you save yourself. I don't save you.
But you lead.
No. But you lead. Exactly.
You lead.
I do lead.
You lead.
But you don't got to be a boss to be a leader. I'm leading. That's why my name is Nelson L. That's why I proclaim my nationality. That's why I wrote a book. How many brothers do you know is running around writing books? I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now.
Yep.
All I do is study. That's all I do.
Stop. The truth will never stop.
Never.
Because it'll be more truth to reveal itself more and more and more. Like I just get on the
listen, as man unfolds, his God unfolds, his truth unfolds. So the more you learn and know, the more God comes to you. Dead Sea Scrolls, they got Emerald tablets, they got all kind of stuff, the Akashic record, the Book of Enoch. I mean, really it's just about study. I'm not saying you got to it's just like fish, bro. You eat the meat and spit out the bones. You don't want the Jesus name, don't go with it. But still there's esoteric value in it. There's some truth there. I'm not saying that Christianity or the Bible got a monopoly on truth. I'm just saying there are some parables and there's some things in there, some pretext on pretext, bro. Yes.
I know your kids is too smart.
Pretext on pretext.
But it just depends on what they choose to take from it. I can leave.
Well, I got a daughter. I got a daughter who went to Sumner, carried a 4.0 for all 5 years she was there. She got a medal. She going to Bradley University on pre-med.
If what he speaks is so real, it would have been out here. People would tell you.
For
one, what y'all failing to realize. The government ain't gonna never let it be out. Before they do that, they'll kill us all.
They doing everything to suppress it, but the thing about it, they can't kill us all, bro.
I've met
White folks ain't never lived on this planet without black folks.
Right, you right about that.
Bro, you ain't never even told me that I need to go proclaim some Moroccan shit.
You right. That's just because, you know, I see the life you live and I respect it.
I would rather, why wouldn't I do that? I'd be like, nigga, get my nationality so I can have some rights. Nigga, I told you I was guilty before proven. You know what I mean?
That's what I want you to Google sometime. Google Moore's in court. These brothers is going to court.
No, I do know that. And they showing it. They're going live.
Tickets
and everything.
They buying houses.
Yes.
They get cars because they know the law.
And the nigga was talking about that, and y'all just so goddamn violent. Y'all so with it and shit. If you would just learn how to talk to a motherfucker and present that shit, you really probably would get that shit off to somebody, bro. Because niggas was like, really? Because you be like, nigga, what is you? You be like,
I can't talk to the hood like that, though.
Yeah, you can.
If we in church, if we somewhere else, I could talk to you like that. But if we out on the block, bro, and you talking loud, I'm going to talk loud too.
See, you going to talk
over the same thing you do, bro. We family.
Then they going to miss everything.
And they going to miss everything.
It's on him to go get the knowledge.
No, it's on you.
On him to
what
get
are you
the
telling
knowledge.
me for? What are you even preaching it for? What do you give a fuck about it for if you don't want to teach nobody this shit?
So you can wake up, family. You fight every second.
But you arguing instead of trying to teach me.
I'm not
just
arguing
imagine
with
if you was in school and she said 1 + 1 is 2, and you be like, bitch, I don't know if that's true.
That's what you doing.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything I'm telling you, that ain't true. Oh, you black Jesus, you this and that. You ain't listening to nothing I said, and you ain't let me finish no sentence.
Because when you walk up, if you would have walked up to me and told me I call myself Black Jesus, I'm damn near done with the conversation.
I got him, bro. I got him. I got the receipts, bro. This is all I do, man.
Yeah, he's got good paperwork over here,
bro. This is all I talk about. I don't break down nothing but science, bro. You can read this. I wrote this, bro. I'm at this. I'm active, bro. I'm active with this, man. I'm activated. I'm not just up here acting like this. When I was talking about Morocco, you see that? That's Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Let me show you the Sultan of Morocco. This is the Sultan. This is the reason why we have rights over here. We were citizens of Morocco. That's what I'm saying.
So this is more science.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Is this more science?
This is more science. This is the Holy Quran of the More Science Temple of America, what they call the Circle 7.
Now, more science is a big thing, but they've never
told us religion,
to proclaim our Morocco thing.
What do you mean, bro? It says that know thyself and know your Father God Allah, that you may learn to love instead of hate. Every man need to worship under his own vine and fig tree. That's telling you you got a line, a genealogy to worship under, not somebody else. American what?
You know,
what American?
Niggas be like, we Africans?
No. That's wrong, bro. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
But you can't get upset. You can't get upset about it.
Niggas. Why you gotta be a nigga?
This nigga gets upset about it. If you can just...
But we came here. That's the land of milk and honey. This is Canaan. This is Canaan.
If you approach it differently...
Do you want me to baby you, Will? Okay,
nah, it ain't about a baby in me.
Come on, Will.
It ain't about baby in me. You talking to a motherfucker like he already up to speed with you.
You told me don't try to come meet you on your level with that Jesus shit.
No, you talking
so I gotta find you where you at.
You talking to any person like this.
No, I don't, bro. Man, bro, check this out, bro. I speak in churches, colleges. I'm up at KCK Community College every day. I don't argue with nobody. I'm telling you, when you and KOZ was over here talking that shit, that's what got me on my tip, bro. I was listening to you.
See?
I'm listening to you. See? Come on, I'm ready. Come on, it's love.
I know. I'm trying to figure it out, but you going so hard and so left that nobody can figure it out.
Ask a question. Take a question from the caller or something, man. We just up here fussing too much, man.
They loving it. They into it.
Because you're spitting some real. They know Nell ain't gonna play. Nell don't play, man.
Hell, half my people don't even know. They like, shit, this nigga, that brother going hard.
Okay, nobody know me. I'm Nelson. Let me just say this. I'm Nelson Neal. If you ever went to a Jacka concert back in the day, I was the one that brought him. If you ever went to an E40 concert back in the day, I was the one that bought him. If you ever ever smoked weed with Burner, I'm the one that bought him. If you ever mess with Devin the Dude, I'm the one that bought him. I've been in the hood. I've been in the streets. I understand everything that's going on. My family know. Everybody know.
Now
Come on, man.
explain this new Nelson. That's what people don't know.
I was always Nelson Hill, bro.
Not like this.
I came out in '98 Nelson Hill.
Man, I never heard you talk like this.
Bro, we ain't never been on the conversation together. Not like on this level. We run into each other at the club and shit. We ain't gonna have this conversation.
That was hours. We was in the after spots talking,
bro,
sitting there laughing at the bitches and all that shit,
and
but you ain't telling me.
We ain't having no
why the fuck wouldn't you tell me to
after a rap
proclaim my
concert.
shit? You need to tell a nigga every damn second you see somebody, bro. You really need to proclaim your nationality, dog. If you don't know nothing about it, just kind of check that shit out. Just not even trying to force religion or anything else on somebody. Everybody, y'all feel that? Did everybody kind of learn some new shit? Like we should really be trying to proclaim our. You know what I mean? Like that's something a nigga want to know. But all that extra shit, that shit that motherfuckers don't want to know. All that scientific God church,
it ain't even science.
Big word niggas is from the hood. I'm gonna keep it hood terms. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Information
but what
is
we do, but we
information is currency.
But if you can get some information,
is currency. So get your money. Knowledge is power. Information is currency. Get your money.
You got power though.
Listen, if I got knowledge on something that you don't got knowledge on, I got a leg up on you. If I got information and you don't, I can give you bad information. That's what we've been doing. We've been here under bad information.
That's a good one. Who gave you your credit? What 5%ers have you been around? That's a good question.
I don't need credit. The law gave me my credit the most high.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, man. Knowledge is credit. Knowledge is credit. You know what I mean? That's why I just had to laugh at that one.
When I say who demands a test, it says Satan is the only person that demands a test. The devil. That's the only person that demands a test.
So you believe in the devil?
Listen, this is what I really believe in.
See, this is where we get confused.
You ain't letting me.
I just want a yes or no.
Let me.
I just need yes, black or white.
Yeah, I believe in the devil.
So now,
let me now. You said you want a yes or no. Listen,
he exists.
I am God.
No power over.
I am God, and I am the devil. See, if I can conquer my lower self, my carnal self, my bad thoughts, my bad habits, then the devil ain't around me. You see, you are God and the devil, bro.
I'm just saying, when you speak
there's no
to people,
heaven. God didn't make no heaven out there in the sky and outer space and behind some walls. He never created a heaven or a hell. You are a creator and you create your own. I am God, yes, but I also can be the devil to myself. I can put myself in a bad position. I can do some dumb, devilish, stupid stuff. I have to learn how to conquer self, bro. And not argue with people, and be more patient, and be more polite. See, my only problem is me. It ain't nobody else. I'm not worried about no devil out there, bro. So when you ask me, do I believe in the devil? Let me ask you, do you? I don't believe in a bottle of hot sauce with a pitchfork and a red tail. No, I don't believe in that devil. Do you believe that there is what they call a personification of evil? No? There it is. That's you.
Oh, man. So yeah, just your words and choice to dumb it down to you know what I mean?
Not a critique on Nelson Hill.
Like the way
demonstrate a measure. I'm on here just to demonstrate the measure. That's all I'm here for, bro.
For other people,
okay.
Just when you're doing
they ain't on the line, bro. I'm not sure. I'm not cotton candy for nobody, bro. So all I'm saying is this, bro. That hurts.
Like I just
I know you ain't hurt. You need to put your feelings, emotions in your pocket.
No, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about just let me talk. So what I'm talking about is like when I dress down to blend in. You know what I mean? That hurts your top man status. You know what I mean? That hurts your loyalty to what you on status.
Bro, you know why I came over here? Listen, I'm talking about another show. I might be in a suit and tie. You're not going to look at me in the difference because I'm wearing a t-shirt, are you?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying, so when people, when y'all perceiving something but using the other people's words, it's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I'm on science, but more science, and then you're still saying devil and Jesus. These kind of things are contradictions that fuck everybody up when we having those. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who be having these conversations. Nelson, you're not even sitting here. And
I know you just said he talking about Jesus, he talking about this, and he contradicted himself.
I'm talking about people that are like the 5%ers that know this shit for y'all, please, that we want to know what y'all know. That 5% is dope as fuck. That is a lot of good knowledge. Knowing to, I don't have. See what I'm saying? Niggas is lost. See what I'm saying? Look, can't even answer. You know what I mean? We all the same way. To where a nigga would want to know that shit.
What's your nationality, bro?
I'm Polynesian and black. I'm African American.
You're not African American. But
well, that's what they sold you.
Yeah. I didn't mean to take my hand back because it was wet. That's what I'm doing.
Like I said, I'm Polynesian and African. Right. You don't call it like that.
Right. Because Africa's a continent. That's why I was telling them to have nationality, it has to be from two different nations. Like if your mother's Spanish and your father's German or what have you, that's two nationalities. See, America itself, there's a North America, there's a South America, there's a Central America. So I could never be an American somebody.
South American.
Right. You feel me? I could be what? You say I'm an African American, am I African Central American, African North American? Shit, people in Canada are also North Americans too. But they're considered Canadians.
True.
Right? But they got a nationality.
I mean, like I said, I was rocking with that. You just started going.
Gassing, because that's what we do.
That wasn't gassing, that was going.
That was gas, bro.
You couldn't gas.
Gas, bro.
That wasn't gas, that was going.
That was gas. It's gas. Gas, you couldn't tell it, though. It was rocket fuel. But it's all good.
I caught it.
Everything ain't for everybody. You know, sometimes you got to feed a baby some baby milk. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking to the people now, like you leaned in. Yeah. See, everybody ain't ready for steak yet. Sometimes you got to eat the baby food, the mushed up food. And really what I was trying to do is where I was coming to him with the Black Jesus, I thought he was on that level, but he's actually elevated. He's beyond that. He knows that name never existed. He knows it was made up name. And he got on me for promoting the made up name. So what we need to do, if we're going to really be truthful, let's go back and break down the truth. I really just go rock with the Black Jesus just to spark the conversation. Because if I go to an Arab at the liquor store, he going to say, Jesus come from where I come from. He's from Gaza. Not understanding that everybody over there was black. The watered down Arab that's over there now, they call us Kushi, which means nigga. Means that we fake Muslims. We ain't real. Listen, Jesus was black. He said he had lamb's hair like lamb's wool and feet like bronze, burnt bronze. I know he don't believe in that. But also in the Bible, Solomon says, I am dark and I am comely. Comely means handsome. I am dark and I am handsome. Every single character you see in the Bible was us. And they all had nationality. That's why they said Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus was a this. Jesus was a that. Because there was lots of people with that same name, Yeshua. So they identified him by where he came from, his nationality, his birthright. That's why he was in the line or the genealogy of David, King David. Ruth had a man named Boaz. Boaz had a son called Obed. Obed had a son named Jesse. Jesse had a son named David. This is
Bible references. Then more science.
Okay, what do you want, bro? The more science is the.
Listen, I don't want to hear religion.
This is the 18 missing years out of the Bible, so you can't talk about one without the other. Let's not talk religion. Let's just talk science. This is the 18 missing years of the Bible. Jesus leaves at 12 and he comes back at 30. This is the 18, bro. I'm trying to put you up on game. Yes.
No, you wasn't. I had to say something, then you did.
Bruh.
See, I've been asking
when
you.
You said, is that the Quran? I thought you knew.
See what I'm saying?
When you said, is that the Holy Quran?
Y'all see this? I've been trying to get him to put me up on game.
This is the 18 missing years of Jesus.
All these motherfuckers ain't nobody ever told me that. That's the 18. Okay. See, look, I done learned some shit. That's the 18 years of missing. I've always been like, where the fuck did that go?
It's right there.
It's right there. See, but I still don't believe the whole movement.
It's not. It's not for you. You don't need it. Really, to be honest with you, you don't. It's really just for those that need it. You don't need it. You already there. You beyond the Bible. Jesus said, "What I've done, all men should do." Yeah. I'm not gonna keep referencing that, but you over him. You stand on his shoulders. You don't have to go back and reinvent the wheel or the light bulb or anything else. We here now.
Yeah.
We here right now. The science, the consciousness, the spirituality, whatever you want to call it, we here. It's our time. See, the whole thing that we've been told that we're less than, we're dumb, we're stupid, we're lazy, we're not intelligent, we all of these things, and we finally bought into that. But you can't push that narrative on us no more. See, in order for there to be a slave, one person has to believe that he is inferior to a person that is superior. Well, now, since we living in a new era of time, listen, man, I'm just talking about, it's like you a white dude. Listen, we drive the same cars, we work at the same job, we fuck the same bitches, we eat the same food. Listen, I know I run faster than you, I jump higher than you, I walked when I was a baby before you did, I talk. You can't tell me you better than me. That's obvious now.
You can when you go clock in.
Well, listen.
Or when you go into court.
Well, what I'm... That's
or you running in that bank.
You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish. Because you're right.
That don't mean shit at the bank.
But he still can't tell you that he's better than you are. He can tell you that the system is set up in his favor, and that's the reason why he's here now. See, I don't know if you read Dr. Francis Cresswell's in the ISIS papers.
You definitely on top of
what they call genetic annihilation.
But I can run faster than you. I can do this.
You can't tell me you better than me.
You know what I mean?
When I threw the babies off the ship, that was dark.
But that's not true.
You can talk to Yakub or what?
That's not true.
What's not true?
That babies are talking fast because a white person.
It is true, bro. It is true. Melanated babies walk generally about 8 or 9 months, where most European babies walk about a year. We talk sooner, we give eye contact, we cool, we respond sooner. That's a fact.
So most white people got melanin in them anyway, bro. They fucking with niggas and all that shit, dog. That doesn't make sense. I know
you say white people got melanin.
I know white kids. No, yeah, they fuck with niggas and everything, bro. They was all they all. What'd you say? Italians and Hebrews and all them. They all mixed. What do you mean? It all came from nigga, right?
Well, melanin is something. Melanin. Means,
everybody's melanin, all got. Everybody's all got.
Means you don't have to put on sunscreen and all that shit. So if you want to, if they got melanin, then they don't have enough. It comes from what they call a calcified.
We can be out in the sun all day long.
Do you know what
they can't be out in the sun more than 2 hours?
They can't even go in fake bacon, the fake santan that burn up. So do you know what the pineal gland is?
You know, there's more. There's a difference. You can have a little or a lot.
You
know what I mean?
There is. We range from light olive hue to dark olive hue.
You know what I mean?
Are you familiar with the pineal gland? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you know they call that the third eye, the seat of the soul. You know the purpose of the pineal gland is to secrete melanin and serotonin, right? So if you don't have melanin, then that basically means you have a calcified pineal gland.
You a bad motherfucker with having it. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just saying it not in all cases.
What I'm not speaking in 100 percentiles. What I'm talking about is you have nations of people. There's one race.
Well, I'm just saying.
All came from us. Even the white folks. I love my white folks. I ain't got nothing bad. They came from us.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. They got us in it.
But they don't have. They lost the melanin. See, if you read the book of Enoch, you know where the fallen angels with. You know where the fallen angels with.
I don't read the Bible.
The book of Enoch is not part of the canon.
But what I heard about that is that it was
it's not in the canon.
Kind of like leprosy, and it was just a percentage, and then it spread.
Well, it's just the same thing that we have now. Of course, 2 black people can make a white person. They can have an albino. It's called albinism. 2 white people can't make a black person. Now, I know he don't want to talk religion, but how it was said is we were all living in Mecca, the Holy Land, together, and they got ran out for mischief making, trouble causing. They left. We ran them into the Caucasus Mountains. They stayed there for 600 years, and when they came back,
that's why they call them Caucasians.
We came with the heat. Now he was saying he understands what Masons are. Masons have a ritual. They call it walking over the hot burning sand. That's because we made them walk across that Sahara Desert, that hot burning sand, up into Europe. See, the European is not indigenous to no continent on this planet. There's not one where he came from.
Right? I know it.
So why is he running us? Listen, the European makes up less than 1% of the world's population. The other 9% of the out of 10, the other 9% is melanated from your Mexicans, your Chinese, your natives, us. All of these other people are being ran by a non-melanated group of individuals.
Because they kill.
That time is over though.
They
dying though. They're not having babies.
They are.
It's not you don't believe in God or nothing, but listen, it was prophesied that they only had a certain amount of time to reign, and that time is over. Also, when we came into slavery this time, about 400 and some odd years ago, there was a gentleman by the name of Willie Lynch. I don't know if you're familiar with Willie Lynch, but Willie Lynch, he was either a person or a group of people in the West Indies, that's Jamaica and over there on those islands, and he basically said, this is how you keep a slave. You pit the light against the dark against the light, the young against the old, the male against the female.
You got to separate
the family, send the father over there, and they still running that science. See, the reason why I say the book is good, it's not that you got to believe it, but the book of Daniel tells you how to create a slave. The first thing the book of Daniel says is the first thing you do is you got to change their name. So Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, they had, those were not their Hebrew names. They had other names, just like Balthazar that was Daniel. They changed his name from Daniel to Balthazar. I'm gonna just run through this real quick. I know you don't want to hear it.
I know.
First thing they do is they got to change your name. Your name ties you back to anything that you ever did that's good, your legacy, your history, and it also basically means you begin with where they start you. So I can only go back to as far as Nelson.
Right.
And so my beginning starts with the Euro. You don't start with me. That's why I need to find out who I am. So the first thing you do is change their name. Second thing you do is you change their diet. So Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they was eating. The king's chef came down and said, why aren't y'all eating the food I prepared? He said, we'll eat the vegetables, but we're not going to eat the meat because that's not part of our diet. And they said, and the chef said, well, I tell you what, I'm not going to say nothing to the king, but y'all better be working. They said, I tell you what, give us 2 weeks of eating what we want. We'll come back and outperform everybody. And they did. So first you change their name, then you change their diet. So if your name was Kunta Kinte, it's now Toby. If you eating fresh fruits, vegetables, figs, herbs, now you're going to eat catfish, chitlins, all the bottom feeders, all the nasty shit on the planet. That's what you eating today. It's McDonald's, Burger King, all of that. Back then it was that. We eating slave food. And the last thing that you got to do, you got to change their God. In the story, he said, "Now I made this golden statue up here, or what you might call money, $100 bill. I made this golden statue when my royal choir prays, everybody got to bow down to it." That's how Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego ended up in the fiery furnace. Now, whether you believe that or not, you don't have to believe the story. The story could be all a made-up lie. But the one thing that has to happen, you got to change their name, change their diet, and change their God.
True.
We still living under that now.
True.
That's right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You got to change your name back, bro.
Listen, I got a brother. That you would want to love to talk to. I'm sure he's watching this shit right now.
What's up, bro?
And he's jumping from wall to wall like my little brother just won't fucking listen. You know what I mean? And y'all would go back and forth. It would be a great one. And
we gonna meet up here anyway. Yeah, I eat meat. I eat fish and chicken.
Yeah.
But I don't eat no fish. See, you're not supposed to eat no fish. Don't got no scales on it, bro.
I'm trying my hardest not to eat meat, man.
All meat nowadays.
I eat taco Tuesday.
Disease can only grow off of mucus, and it comes from meat.
See,
that's why you have heartburn and cough. That's how that shit comes out of me.
That's why you got arthritis.
My body don't like it.
That's why you got
diabetes,
high blood pressure, cancer. Wow. You know we lead cancer in every level: thyroid cancer, heart cancer, brain cancer, prostate cancer.
Listen,
we lead cancer in every category.
Nigga, I ate some veggie shit.
Nowadays, they got stuff tastes just the same, bro. Straight up.
Man, I ate some veggie shit that tastes like meat and everything. My homeboy Black Money Matters came over and put me up on it from the mix. He had this motherfucking vegetarian. It was called a Mediterranean wrap. Oh my God. I found out what food was at that moment. Y'all know I'm an OG. At this moment, maybe 3 weeks ago, I found out what food is supposed to do for you.
Food is this is what happens.
Nutrients for the brain.
The food sucks up energy from the sun. You eat the food and it energizes your body. The reason, I'm going to tell you why. If you was
Y'all pay attention right now.
If you was a meat eater, the reason why we got to put steak sauce on it, and ketchup on it, and salt, pepper, and sour cream, because we trying to give it a taste.
Right.
But if you just get you a big old ripe apple, you don't put nothing on it. It's good.
Right.
It's good. So we've been eating a diet that was not designed for our maximum experience while we here, bro. We are totally living under slavery. Like we was talking off camera before we got online. I said, think about it. And anybody who's out there working, think about your job. You go to work, you work as hard as you can, just barely enough to make enough money to pay your rent or your mortgage, pay your car note, so basically give yourself somewhere to live, buy you some clothes, and put some food on your table, then you rush right back to work. That's the same thing that slaves work for. Room and board, food and clothes. That's the only thing we out here working for.
What's he say we are supposed to eat to live?
Not to. You're supposed to probably eat to live, not live to eat.
Man, you ain't supposed to eat meat. You ain't supposed to eat chicken or fish, none of that shit, I bet.
And I say you could
probably got hormones in it.
Everything now does. Even the vegetables. The green bean today ain't what it used to be.
I don't know what's going on, but let me finish telling y'all.
Pesticides and everything.
I ate this burrito, this Mediterranean veggie wrap, right? And I found out what food does for you. Every bite, I was like, oh shit. I felt like I was getting high. I was like, oh my god. Oh shit, what the fuck? My eyes was opening up, my arms was, my chest was coming up. I was like, what the fuck is going on some real shit, y'all. I was really like, damn, this is what food is supposed to do. So now everywhere I go, I've been telling y'all, and y'all know I'm telling the truth, everybody. If you eat food and you go to sleep after you ate wrong. You ate completely wrong. You were supposed to eat food and be like, nigga, I can run up this mountain. I'm so serious, dog.
You ever like play sports? Your coach always tell you eat a certain thing the day before, because that's gonna eat some carbs, eat some pasta, whatever, to give yourself energy or what have you. We had the whole science down, bro. See, we done fell backwards in thinking, in moving, in processing, in everything that we've done. We done fell all the way backwards. And so now this is we got to catch up. We got to come back, man. And let me just say this too, because I know we've been on here giving good commentary.
This is good shit. They loving this shit.
Love
man.
is the key, and I'm gonna tell you why love is the key on everything. I'm just bringing this to right now. Love is the key. It's the answer to everything that's out there. If love is not the answer, we need to ask a different question. And what I'm talking about when I say love is the key, you got to love yourself first, right? If you don't love you, I can't expect for you to love me. If you don't care if you live or die, I can't expect you to care if I live or die. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to get some self-love. Well, the thing about love is this. You can't truly love yourself until you truly know yourself. So you got to learn as much about you as you can. That way you can love you. And then when you love yourself, you'll find yourself seeing a little piece of you in everybody else. Which means I'm not going to shoot at this brother. I'm not going to try to do nothing with this brother.
Right.
One, because I don't want him to shoot back. I love me. He might shoot me. I don't want to put myself in that position.
Y'all know what I tell everybody? Speak.
I always had the mentality in my mind.
In my show, I tell everybody, speak. If you see somebody else, speak. When you're in the line in Walmart, just say, hey, bro. Hello. You know what I mean?
And the crazy part is you get that
everything.
back.
Yeah, it calms everything down. Because like he said when we first started talking before this even came on, he was like, when niggas come in the room, you automatically size them up. Can I whoop him or shoot him? Which one am I have to do?
That's our first thought. We walk in the room, oh, this nigga got some muscles. He kind of big. I'll probably have to do something.
You just, look at my eyes, y'all. This is exactly how a nigga be like.
And you know what he thinking too. He don't say nothing, but that's what he thinking.
Yeah.
Now think about it. When we walk in the room with
his heat and everything.
other people, you walk in the room, you don't be doing that when you you know what I'm saying? I was giving an analogy like going to get a job, right? It's
right.
Like you go in there, you get to take your hat off. Hi, how are you, sir? You know, you treat, but then you see your brother. It's mug.
We've been trained to automatically think
Willie.
that we are.
That's why we got to
That's that Willie.
reprogram. We got to reprogram our thinking. We got to reprogram how we see each other. And I got to see you as me, as a part of me, as a part of. See, the thing about it is, why I got to love you, bro. Because if I don't care about you, this is you. He's sitting next to me. It happened. If something happened to him, it's gonna happen to me.
That was some real shit right there. What he just said. That could get overlooked real easy too. You gotta see another motherfucker as you. I don't do that. I always see us as a struggling whole. But what he just said is how a motherfucker really should see, and I'm probably personally try to work on that.
And then what's next
Because I still be like,
you're gonna see the whole universe as yourself. You're gonna see that tree. You're not gonna want to hurt a squirrel or a rabbit.
no, I'm there. I'm already there. I try not to. Hey, if
Listen.
it's a wasp in the house, I
Let
promise
him
I
out,
can
or a
capture
little
it.
ant or something,
I
let him
promise
out.
I capture it and I let it out.
Listen, you're not supposed to
I
be.
promise I
you're
capture
not
and let
supposed.
it out.
See, I be telling people, you're not.
You
It's all.
conscious now. That's
it's-
what I'm talking
it's-
about.
it's-
That's
it's
being
all
conscious
to-
right there.
It's all right to kill,
Brother, smart.
but it's not all right to kill without a cause or without a purpose. And that's anything. And everything is conscious. This table is conscious. The computer is conscious. The tree is conscious. Why do I say it's conscious? Because if I can perceive it in my mind and name it and know, then it's part of my consciousness.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to flip the table over. I don't want to be mean and slam the door. Everything. Hi, door. How you doing? Nice table. I'm trying to have total peace with everything around me.
Yeah.
And if we got on that tip,
Yeah.
And if we got on that tip, our community would do this.
Yeah.
We would start bubbling up.
Right, good topic, yeah.
We would start bubbling, right? And see what would happen, and the reason why they want to keep us dumb and bickering and fighting is because as long as we fight with each other, they gonna get paid.
Yeah.
See, if we become friends, then we gonna do business.
Right.
That's right.
So I can't be your friend.
You gotta separate.
I got to argue and fight with you every day.
I sell CDs, and y'all know I'm coming in a friendly manner. Listen,
we gotta understand
Let's get it.
This cake out here, right? Me getting as much cake as I want is not gonna stop you from getting as much as you want.
Right.
It's not. We got a mentality if
we gotta come get 103.
if he's in my way, then I can't get it.
And the DJs.
So he's got to be eliminated.
So he needs to be eliminated. But what that is, bro, to me, that's that psychology, and it's really them saying, we know we can't whoop y'all, so we gonna try to see if y'all can whoop yourself.
Slavery.
It's
right. Slavery complex.
Right. And then we can also put more police in the hood. We can also do other things. We know the CIA put crack in the hood.
That goes back to what you was talking to about earlier, that black people need reparation.
We need that.
We need something.
We need one thing to come together.
What
like,
that claiming what
nationality, right?
Say it again.
Proclaim your nationality. But let me go back to
Now
the
you
black.
said something else. Proclaim. What else? How did you put it in?
I said you need to proclaim your nationality so you can have your dual citizenship. And once you're considered a citizen, then you have rights that citizens have. See, we're not treated like citizens.
That's what we need to. That's what we need to be staying right there. I don't know why people don't walk around with shirts with that shit saying it on there and shit.
It would have to come out in the masses because if not, the like government's gonna pick you off.
And bro,
by one.
Listen, we had a shift of consciousness in the 1960s, right? We had Malcolm X, we had Martin Luther King, there was JFK, there was the Black Panthers, Stokely Carmichael, Huey P. Newton, H. Rap Brown. I can keep going, Geronimo Pratt. Listen, they came through, they knocked Malcolm, and we know it. They knocked Martin. The federal government, Martin Luther King's family took America to civil court and won, and that they so we know America killed Martin Luther King, killed JFK, and they locked up all the Panthers. It's Black Panthers that are still locked up right now. So they shifted the consciousness, and this is how it happened. It went down just like this. After they knocked all our conscious leaders, they came back in the 70s, because that happened in the 60s. It was pimping and hoeing, right? Pimping and hoeing was the best thing going. It was pimping and hoeing. Then after the pimps and hoes, it came the 1980s. That was crack cocaine. So they ran cocaine, hit hard. When it hit KC? About 84?
Yup, 84.
And turned the town upside down. But it was distributed in our community by the government. So after the 80s, then the 90s came. That's when I went to prison. See, after they gave everybody crack, then they locked everybody up. You feel what I'm saying? They threw us all in jail. Malcolm said they give you the liquor, then lock you up for being drunk. How I get you? This is a government seal on this bottle. Now I got to go to jail. So in the 90s, it was what they call a prison industrial complex. Now in the 2000s, everybody gay.
That's the new epidemic.
That's the new epidemic.
Yep.
So we went from pimping and hoeing to crack cocaine to the prison industrial complex.
The food and the water, not just
now.
You want me
to tell you how that happened, bro? Because you know I'm studied. Check this out, mothers. Let me talk to my women real quick. This is what happened. It was started about 25 years ago. Women start saying, or women who had babies and got on certain programs like WIC.
I know it.
And some of those programs. Okay. So when they got on those programs, the first thing that they had to do, the whatever they call it, the officer or their caseworker or whatever would say, stop breastfeeding your child.
Right.
And they told them, don't breastfeed the baby because we can't tell how many ounces the baby's drinking. Did he drink 4 ounces? Did he drink 8 ounces? We don't know. So you need to feed the baby out of the bottle. And you need to give the baby Similac or Enfamil.
Yes.
What we didn't understand is when you put Enfamil or Similac into a plastic bottle, you put that bottle in the microwave, it's certain microwaves that hit that plastic, and it has a negative chemical response or reactive action that actually affects the testosterone in male children. They were doing chemical warfare on us, bro. Now, let me finish
Glass bottles.
Glass, don't use plastic, because when you put it in the microwave, it puts chemicals in your food. Now, the other thing that they did when they told her to take the baby off of the tit, one, that breaks the bond between mom and baby. See, baby's supposed to be right here. Mama be on the phone. Hey, girl, what you doing? Baby listening, hear mom heartbeat. Bonding. Right. So as soon as you take the baby off the tit and you give the baby the bottle, now the baby starts to associate happiness with material things. Oh, so now that comes to be your car, that becomes to be your house. God. People don't make me happy. My mama, my brother, they don't make me happy. This bottle makes me happy. And now let me tell you what's happening with mama now. So now the baby's associating happiness with material things. Now what happens to mom? What happens to mom when she takes the baby off of the tit? First of all, when she was nursing the baby, that stopped her menstruation. It stopped her menstrual cycle. She didn't ovulate when she had that baby on the tit. Her stomach got flat, her hips went down, her body bounced back. Because the baby's sucking all the nutrients and the minerals out of mom, which is putting mom back into Coke bottle shape. Take the baby off the tit. Now mom got the fupa. She's got a stomach, tits are sagging down, and she's pregnant again because she's ovulating again, but she's got a different daddy because the housing projects that she stays in, they told her, you bet not have a man in your house, because if we come in there and we find some Timberland boots or a couple t-shirts hanging up in the closet, you getting kicked out. So the same brother that was there the first time, because he can't live there, he's not going to hang around too long. Now she got the baby. She got 2 babies. She got 3 babies now. And she ain't nothing but 22 years old.
I have never heard it broke down.
And now the child is now 20-something years old. There's no man around. There's no daddies in prison. The man is 22 years old. He been associating. The mama hate brothers. I don't like no man. I don't need no man. I got my own this, own that. Pretty soon this little male child don't even want to be a man. First of all, he been sucking on this bottle that you've been pumping full of chemicals and counterproductive hormone levels, and now he's a prancing diva. You don't know this is systematic. We got to wake up.
Got a lot to do with that.
The prison system plays a role in it too. You're not going to lock up a man and tell him he's locked up for the rest of his life.
If you look around, there's more Planned Parenthood and shit in the hood.
In our neighborhood.
That's why black women have the highest abortion rate out of any woman.
That's right, bro.
They don't want us to reproduce.
That's right. And see, the thing is, they're not reproducing, but it's kind of backfiring because now Tamika got 5 kids, and little Guadalupe, she's Mexican, she got about 4 or 5 kids too. But the European woman, love you Euro. You got your education, went to college, and are trying to strive to be the CEO of a company, which means you pushed your family back. Now you're 40 years old and can't get pregnant. And so now we got in vitro fertilization, we got surrogate mamas, we got all this stuff that they doing now because they're not reproducing. The rate in which that they are dying and the rate of which they are being born, and this is not any kind of racial, this is just facts. They are dying off. See this melanin, this suntan, this keeps you alive. See, you're indigenous to the whole planet. Everything on the planet got melanin. The green grass, that's melanin in the grass. The way that photosynthesis works in that plant is the same way that melanin works in your body. And when you get soaked up full of sun and you go home and lay down and go to sleep, then that melanin activates your pineal gland, your consciousness, your creativity, your imagination, your astral projection capabilities. You can do other things. That's how we got through slavery, because we weren't there. We were working in that hot sun. That sun was feeding that melanin. We would go in there and lay down at nighttime, and we would leave there. Yep. That's right. I'm not lying to you, bro. This is a new era time now. I'm trying to tell you, it's time to wake up, bro. We the greatest thing out here, bro.
That's why I told you being outside is where it's out.
You ever see how these Mexicans be out
share the show, share the show. This is one intelligent brother right here. That was a hell of a breakdown. Has anyone in their life ever heard a breakdown like that? And he did it fast. That was amazing, man. That was amazing. That bond with the mother and the bottle and all that was real amazing. Real amazing.
And so we're dealing with an epidemic today. And it started happening about 25 years ago. See, they weren't pulling that on. They was using crack on you. And see, every time
they come up with something new.
This is what I like to say, bro. You're intelligent. I'm intelligent. I know, bro. They're super intelligent. They got what's called COINTEL. You know what that means? Counterintelligence. Yeah. So whatever you thinking, they countering it.
Right.
They got counterintelligence
already.
Right.
That's right.
What? That's crazy, man. That's that was moving.
Let's get into it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, I'm a wealth of argumental knowledge.
Who says this? Shakur Bay. Yes, I hear breakdowns like this all the time. Shit, I need to be
Mac, Clip Up Gang. That's your brother, fam. Address. Ah, man, I missed it.
Yeah, it goes too fast, y'all. We only get 2 lines.
Hey, shout out to the Clip Up Gang. Shout out to my little brother, Mac. Shout out to Scoop. Man, I've been seeing Scoop, man. Scoop the Israelite out here moving around. So shout out to the boy Scoop, all the Hebrews out there. Shout out to all my brewskis. Shout out to the Moors. And what the Moors and the Hebrews need to understand, we won. Yep. We the same people.
So they don't get along.
We be argue, but not no more. We killing that, bro.
Do y'all both believe that it's all about proclaiming your nationality?
Absolutely.
I've never heard anyone say proclaim your nationality. I've never heard that. Have anyone else heard that, the proclaim your nationality thing? Like,
this person has Aman Shakur Bay, Islam sister. If she a Bay, then she know what the ill is. It says your 5%er definition between lawyer and attorney. Who gave you that? I just gave you a shout out. You dissing me? Well, I'm just trying to explain to you, sister. I gave a brief synopsis of what it is. 85% of the people don't know anything. They're unconscious. 10% of the people know, and 5% of the people tell the truth. If you got something different than that, go ahead and post it. It's love.
You know, I ain't know that, but I always believed in 90, 10, and 2.
Okay.
I didn't know what y'all was. I was rocking with y'all, but I didn't know what you were saying, like how you're saying it. I just knew it. I'd be like, well, I know I'm smarter than like 90% of the world.
85, you know just being
what I mean?
honest, but probably 90, and probably really one or two people percentage probably really know the truth.
And I'd be like, damn, why is that? You know, and I get to going, and I be feeling astrology.
Astrology is cool too, bro. You know, we astrology something. Let me ask you something. I'm not trying to set you up. You know, I got all these trick questions.
No, set me up. I like it.
Okay, so and it's not even a setup, but do you think if I'm just talking about this European psychology? You think I could convince you that night is day and day is night? Like you could just look out the window and you think I could ever trick you?
Yeah.
Damn, you ain't falling for it, bro.
No, because I believe, hey, this is my thing. I always say, hold on, look, this is what I always tell people. I'd be like, bro, if it was me and you on Earth and I timed that sun coming up and I said, nigga, I bet I can make the sun come up. You'd be scared of me from there on out.
Right,
you'd be like, I'd be like, nigga, I'll make the sun drop, watch.
Listen.
And you'd see the sun drop, you'd be like, oh, shit! You know what I mean? And I'd be like, and watch, in the morning, I'm going to be right here and I'm going to make it come up.
Listen, back in ancient Kemet, right? I heard you say Kemet, so you know Kemet is Egypt, right? Mm-hmm. So they always like to say they were sun worshippers, and it wasn't worshiping the sun, excuse me, but they understood that the sun was a certain course every day, and it was always on time, and it was never late, and so we could start setting things to the sun, so we understood we could look up at the sun and recognize certain things, right? Yeah. What time of day it was, what season it was, if the plants were blooming, we could tell what month. So we were designed to say if we got knocked out, somebody knocked me out, bam, I wake up 10,000 years later. I could supposed to be able to look up at the sun and say, okay, I know where I'm at, what the season it is. I see the buds on the plant. I know it's probably about sometime in the afternoon, sun's high noon, probably about 12 o'clock. I know that. So I know the month, I know the day, I know the, you know, I'm starting to build who I am because I understand the sun. So if I tricked you and told you night was day and day was night, because you know I say the devil is a lie, check this out, bro. AM is morning, right? Would you agree? AM.
What they told
PM is evening. If you go outside at 12 o'clock AM, what does it look like?
Night.
It's the darkest hour of the night. In fact, it don't get no darker.
Well, 2 o'clock is
right.
The dark.
They said midnight is supposed to be the darkest hour, but we could debate that as well. Reverse that. Go outside at 12 o'clock PM. PM is supposed to be nighttime. The sun, now we know the sun is at the apex, high noon.
Right.
The sun, it ain't higher at 2 than it is at noon.
Right.
And the moon is really the same way.
Right. Good point.
So So,
good point.
If I told you
point.
night was day and day was night, you would be confused. You coming outside in the AM, they're looking for the light, or the PM looking for the sun, and they got it mixed up. So they knew one day we was gonna wake up. So everything has been reversed, bro. Check it out. The Bible, I know you don't like to talk about it. It says one day is from the sun up to the sun down, right? So that's the day. When the sun comes up, you get up. You the sun. The sun is up.
That's only 12 hours, yeah.
Right. And so what the European is, he started your day in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, or midnight rather. He started your day in the middle of the night. Your day starts in darkness. Is when your day starts. Your day, you feel what I'm saying? Our day's supposed to start when the sun in the light. We can carry it around. So everything has been manipulated.
Well, I hate to be as smart as this nigga.
That puts a play on your conscience on time.
Come on with it. What'd you say?
That puts a play on your conscience on time.
Oh my
it does.
It makes you feel
it
like
does.
the day is passing
First of all, you
faster.
slept half the day.
Damn.
Right. First of all, you done slept half the day, because when it's 12 o'clock midnight, you just laying down. They telling you that's when your day begins. Right?
That was a good one.
That ain't us. That ain't never us. We was setting time off the sun.
Great. This was great.
And that's why that's partially why we messed up right now, family. We messed up.
He said you starting your day in the night.
You starting in the dark.
You starting
off in the dark, baby. You starting off in the dark. Listen, I understand this too, and this is some masonry here. That 30%. Well, I'm gonna give you some solid game, bro. There's 330 million people in the United States of America. 110 million of them is not gonna like you. There ain't nothing that you could do about it. They might not like you because you got tattoos or whatever. There's just nothing you can do. There's gonna be 110 million people that's like, make it cool sometimes. Sometimes you alright, sometimes you ain't. Wednesdays and Fridays I fuck with, but on Mondays and Tuesdays. And then you're gonna have another 33 and a third, or another 110 million people that's gonna ride or die for you, bro.
Right.
That's who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I'm talking to them. I could care less about those who don't love me or want to have any association with me.
It doesn't change anything.
I can't even mess around with those on the fence no more.
But you gotta make a change.
We gotta ride with it. No.
We need you to make a change.
Listen.
Them is the
Listen,
let me just say
I'm not gonna let you talk because we want you to teach. We want you gotta teach.
You gotta have a light.
It's niggas like him that piss me off. You got all this fucking knowledge. Look who just tapped in. No,
I can't see. Melanin Queen. What's up, Queen?
You see what I'm saying?
All right, let me give a shout out to her real quick. You know I'm going to give you the love. Listen, let me just throw this out here because her name is Melanin Queen.
Right.
Why don't we understand that melanin is more valuable than gold?
Because you don't want to teach
an ounce of melanin is more precious on the market than an ounce of gold.
No lie.
You got people that's out here taking melanin pills.
Yeah.
They trying to get what you got.
Yeah.
See, we got the #1 commodity on the planet.
Yeah.
It's your melanin.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Melanin Queen. Nah, bro, this is what I say. You got to have the light in order to receive the light. And when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, bro. I'll be here whenever you need. Listen, I'm doing speaking engagements. I'm doing book signings. Let me come see.
Walking around in lights.
What you say?
You need to be walking around, like you said, in the dark.
You see where I'm at, bro. I live on the soil. I live on the soil.
Your light gonna shine and illuminate in the dark.
In the dark. Only in the dark. Around your other people, is y'all not spreading the word. That's why I'm like, I don't know this
all
shit.
You doing is still sharpening steel.
I'm mad at any of you niggas that do this shit and y'all ain't never said. All I ever do is talk about life insurance.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
You got a gift.
This will go along. This will go right along with my life insurance. Every time I say something, hey, you need to proclaim your nationality.
Understanding what it is, but my whole thing is. The reason why I say that, because it's not nothing that I'm 44 years old, bro. It ain't nothing that I'm willing to listen to, but I feel like history, math, and science, that's why God put me here, bro. And I put it in the rap. That's why you got to listen to the album.
Well, then speak it then, damn it.
You should be walking up. At these heights, the clouds white as fallen angel hair.
Hold on, he says, I'm here to teach and don't want to teach. He just said it.
So let's go. I'm ready.
What is your sign? Are you a Gemini or a Taurus?
Cancer.
Get that money.
June 26th,
baby.
let
me hold something. See, y'all about that money. Let me hold something.
Here we go.
Let me got that pipe, boy.
cancer,
my.
bro. 1973. So you already know if you put that 7
Mac
and
Dre.
you put that 3 next to it, you know that's power. And then I'm born in the 6th month of the year. You know that the Most High created man on the 6th day, and then he rested on the 7th day. So I'm coming on that 6th month. The 26th of the month, 2 and 6 is 8. 8 is the sign of infinity. I'm here, bro. I mean, I know the numbers. We could talk astrology. You want to get up into some
I
stars?
wish I knew that shit.
right
Yeah,
now.
nigga,
Do
do
that
that shit.
We can get into the stars,
I
bro.
want to know all my moves, shit. I want to know all that. See what I'm saying? This nigga got all
I
this,
can get you.
and he ain't out here.
I'm out here, bro.
Trying to
Check
get
this
him
out,
jobs.
Kansas City. I'm here. I be telling y'all every day. Listen. I be getting in trouble. They be like, bro, you on there begging people to buy your book. You begging people. You bet. I'm trying to tell you, I got the math. I got it. I got Elohim. I got the 7 universal laws: consciousness,
Hold on.
correspondence,
Check this out.
vibration,
Check this
polarity,
out.
rhythm,
Check this out.
cause and effect.
Do y'all
and
want me?
gender.
Do y'all want me to get a building for this nigga to talk? I'll put him in Malcolm X position.
Let's do it.
I'll put him out there.
Let's do it.
If y'all want me to get a building and have him come and talk,
we need you to-
and I'll sit up there too, to where when he get to going, and I'm like, hold on, cuz. You know
If
what
I
I mean?
got Ak around, Ak gonna hold me down.
You know what I mean? No, you're gonna have a lot of people that's
No,
gonna be
you
there
know
to
what?
hold
If
you
you
down.
do- if
I
we-
would love
if
to
we do
hear.
something like that,
I
bro,
want to
I'm gonna
fucking
invite
hear
some more
this
people,
shit.
too. I'm gonna-
I want to hear this shit. I want to hear what other people who has just as much knowledge be like.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, but you don't know, and then you be like,
You know what we're gonna call it?
I want to see.
Let's
that.
call it culture meets consciousness. Cause you run the culture, bro.
That's a good.
That's what this is. This is our culture right here.
I like that.
We got music, we got conversation, that's our culture.
We gotta do a night of that.
We need culture meets
You know where it's
consciousness,
gonna
though.
go down
the
there?
culture needs to meet.
Stanford's 813.
Bang.
Shot you. That was a gunshot.
Take that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all think I got a hip hop club? No. Culture meets conscious. Friday night. Won't even do it. We ain't gonna do it on one of those weird nights either. We gonna do it on a Friday night. Y'all want to come in and get some knowledge?
Come get the
You know what I'm
truth.
saying? I'll sit there with some knowledge.
Listen, this is what I'm gonna tell
He was
you.
spitting some
You come
real.
out, I'm gonna demonstrate the truth. Nothing but the truth.
I'm gonna tell him he can't dumb it down though.
It's gonna be real. This is what I'm gonna give you a little sample right now. There's only one thing that everybody in the whole planet, the whole world, black, white, yellow, green, gay, straight, bi, LGBT, Muslim, Christian, Democrat, Republican, Independent.
the
There's
fucking
only
breakdown?
one thing that everybody can agree on, and that is the truth. That's it. So like bro asked me earlier, well, what is the truth? The truth is when we agree, we don't fight. We don't debate. We don't argue the truth.
The truth don't need support.
The truth don't need my support. You could jump off the roof if you need to find out if gravity is real or not, but I don't have to prove that to you. So I could be sitting here telling you a well-dressed lie. How do you know I'm demonstrating the truth? Because the truth is what you already know. I'm not going to tell you anything that you don't already know. If I walked up to this man and said, your name is Will, he'd look at me crazy like, what? So I know. Because that's the truth, right? And if I listen, we argue, we fight, and we kill one another based on things that we disagree about. I like red, you like blue, let's fight about it. I'm a Christian, you're a Muslim, let's kill each other. I'm a Democrat, you're a Republican, but we don't do that over things we agree about. I like barbecue, he like barbecue, we never get a fight about it if I take him to lunch. We're not gonna fight about that because we agree. We agree. So what is it that we all can agree on? Because everybody has a different perspective. If there's a car wreck that happens right in front of this house, and we all watch it, we see a car accident, and the police show up and say, hey, this is insurance, everybody write what you seen. How many reports do you think is going to be the same?
None of them.
None of them.
Not one.
Everybody's
But
perception.
everybody, because he's taller than me, he was on the phone, he was barbecuing, he was not paying.
Right.
Everybody's got a different perspective.
Right.
But there's one thing that they all said happened.
was
There
a wreck.
was an accident.
It was
That's
a
the
wreck.
truth,
Yeah.
right? And so there's only one truth. And the truth is, you have to be conscious if you're going to be in the game. You have to be thinking.
Right.
Consciousness.
Anybody
is
that comes down there, they're gonna
Listen,
if, want to be.
Let me tell you something,
or,
bro. If I just fall unconscious right now, please get an ambulance or a doctor. You have to be conscious.
Yeah.
Consciousness is the progenitor of a thought. Right? Thought is the cause of everything.
But you don't have to be. You can have the want to be.
You can have low level of consciousness and still be functioning. I call it TKO, technically not out.
You can.
Body's vibrating. You know.
Before he got knocked out, he was fighting.
Once he got knocked out, he was still on his feet, but he couldn't defend himself.
It was over.
He was just taking punches, right? That's what we are. We are technically knocked out. Think about it. Somebody playing football,
But
they hit him, and you be like,
I hate your examples.
You don't
Fucking
like
examples.
football?
I don't like examples.
Oh,
That
okay.
gets away from real nigga talk.
Well, I usually use
what
Bible analogies, but
I
you
don't
don't like
use
that.
anybody. Yeah, that's not real nigga talk. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is like you're saying you have to be conscious. I don't believe that. You know
You're
what I
conscious
mean?
now. You got to be conscious. Let me tell you this. Okay, let me give you an example. And this is a good example. If anybody ever seen somebody in the hospital hooked up to a machine.
Time
Go ahead.
out. Was you born conscious?
Absolutely.
I think so, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can you remember a time you didn't
The
exist?
spirit is conscious.
So
it's got you
everything
gotta
around you.
When you're saying conscious, we're talking about knowing knowing your
No.
history.
You got to
shit.
be able
Conscious
to.
is knowing that
Open mind,
knowing
your
that you're
being.
alive.
Ability to think.
Yep.
You have the ability to think.
Knowing that you're alive, knowing that you're here.
Like the real word, it's like consciousness. You got to be conscious.
See, you got to use your words right, man.
Check this out, Will. If somebody's in the hospital, right? Say they're on they can't talk. Their eyes is not open.
No
but the
examples.
It's beeping. Beep, beep, beep. It's
No
measuring
examples.
brain activity. I'm trying to tell you. And when your brain is no longer emitting an electrical response, then they're going to pull that plug, put you in a body bag, zip it up, put a toe tag on you until your family decides what they want to do with the body. See, when consciousness leaves that, it's over. There's nothing else there.
That's why when you sleep,
But
still
you're saying
dream
the
and shit.
word consciousness.
Yes. Conscious is what you are now. Talking. Like if you weren't conscious, you couldn't respond.
Okay, you're not talking about.
I'm not
being
talking
smart
about, no.
towards
I'm not
the-
talking about none of that stuff.
Okay.
I'm just talking about you have to be conscious, first of all. And that's something
See,
that we all
if we
share
was to do a
in
show
common.
and they say conscious, other people looking at the word conscious in a different way.
Well,
See,
that's
look,
why
they're
you
like
like
conscious have
yourself a
different
word.
meaning. They're like,
Okay.
hold on.
Listen.
See,
Every
you're dumbing it down
to
and
be
using their words.
considered
You have
alive,
to use those.
to be considered living, your brain has to emit a certain amount of an electrical
You don't
response.
have to repeat what you just
Okay.
said. I heard it.
So-
listen, you're using the word conscious. You can't use the. That's like I'm saying. You can't
messed
use
up with
Jesus.
that.
You can't.
I'm
use
not.
conscious.
Consciousness is okay.
When
check this
we
out.
hear conscious, think about the people you're talking to. You're not talking to 5%ers. When you say the word
I
conscious,
think
that
they
means
can get that, bro. That's not shooting
I
over their
didn't.
head.
Hell, I didn't get it, and I
Okay,
thought I
well,
was
let me-
conscious.
let me give you
I'm
this.
thinking I'm conscious
Let me-
because I know that Jesus is fake. You know what I mean? I thought that's what
No,
conscious
you gotta-
meant. I thought. So
I
I've been
understand.
all
I
the way
understand.
wrong on
No,
conscious.
you didn't, because
You
what
know what
happened
I
is
mean?
certain communities have taken the word conscious and applied it to like a
Am I
greater
wrong,
understanding. So you have to be able to think.
Yeah.
Have a thought first. And that's something that we all share in common. Because nobody's going to be listening to this if they're not thinking. Right? If they're not able to process or respond or whatever.
And then second, you got to be receptive of what they're saying.
Well, that's next. That's correspondence.
Yeah.
So the first thing that he has to do by himself is he has to be thinking, cognizant of, okay, what's going on? Then the second thing that we all have to agree on, this is applicable to everybody. This is universal law. There has to be a connection or correspondence. So this show, me and you don't work, just me by myself, right?
Right.
So there has to be a correspondence. Inside of correspondence, just like inside of consciousness was thought, inside of correspondence is order. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16.
You didn't have to give me an example.
16
I was
plus
rocking
16.
with you. I got you. Just keep
so
going.
everything moves in an order. The universe moves in an order. I know
Yeah.
we're not using no spiritual stuff. The universe, they call it a solar system. The word system implies order. You are a system. You have a gastrointestinal system, a central nervous system, whatever system. You
Gotcha.
drink water, it goes through an exact system every time. The engine in your car, you ain't gonna open the hood
Check.
up and pull it out. So there has to be order. That's part of it. Correspondence brings order. That's why on police cars it says law and order, because everything has to have order. The judge, order in the court, order in the court. Everything has to run a certain way. That's how the universe is designed. We have been doing dumb shit like going over here thinking it's going to give us a different result. But the order is always going to bring that same result to you. You walk around clapping and doing that, then somebody's going, they say you live by the sword. That's the order, right? You don't get to do all this mean, evil stuff and then expect love and good blessings to come. So everything moves in order, and then after order is vibration. Everything in the universe vibrates. Science has taught us nothing if it has not taught us that everything in the universe is in a constant state of motion.
Church,
everything is moving.
I don't think I know what he's about to say.
Everything is moving. This wall, this table is moving. What determines the density in this table is determined by how fast or slow the molecules are moving. Molecules and atoms. So you take water, put it in the freezer, block of ice, put it on the stove, turn the heat up, it turns to steam, vapor, finally it evaporates. What you have done is you have simply sped up the molecules in the water. The block of ice is not the opposite of evaporation. It's all water.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Inside of the vibration is what they call the law of attraction. Every level of vibration or frequency of consciousness has a corresponding reality.
Yeah.
That's why they say if you're looking for a fight, then you'll find a fight. Because that's what level you're on.
And this is what conscious is.
Well, this is universal law. I'm just telling you, bro. This ain't no religion. See, this is what these are called immutable laws, because where you are, there has to be consciousness. Where you are, there has to be a correspondence. Your molecule, everything's corresponding inside of you. Where you are, there is vibration. I can prove that.
You're using the word consciousness, but it's fucking me up.
Okay,
man.
well, we'll just say there's thought, activity.
All right,
there's thought, activity where you're at. These are called immutable laws. Consciousness, thought, correspondence, order, vibration, attraction.
Got you.
This is like energy attracts like energy. So when you was in school, all the athletes hung out with other athletes. The debate team hung out with the debate team. Like energy attracts like energy. This is a universal law. This is the reason why I'm not ever supposed to be mad at you, right? Because this is what happens. Say I'm mad at you. You don't even know it. Man, real, this and that, woo. Now my frequency is right here. I can't understand why I got fired from my job, why I got into it with my girl, why the dog bit me. That's how it works. That's how that
why the dog bit
you feel me? I mean, that's you wake up on the wrong side of bed, you stub your toe on the way to the bathroom, you get there, ain't no toothpaste, up in there, and then your day you can't go to work, car don't start, because your car don't start, you get fired, now you can't pay your rent because you can't pay your rent, you're homeless. But if it works that way going negative, you know it works that way going positive.
I believe.
Right? So when I see you, bro, you know I love you, bro.
Why
you look just like me damn near. Everybody asks me, am I mixed, and we show love. Now what happens to me? Jealousy, gone. Envy, gone. Bitterness, I just freed myself.
Yeah.
See, I didn't forgive you for you, I forgave you for me. See, I loved you because I love myself, bro. That's universal law.
He's just an example.
Now check this out. Consciousness, correspondence, vibration, thoughts, order, attraction. Your thoughts order what comes to your life. Everything in your life, everything that you get is a byproduct of where you place your time and energy or your thoughts. Right? So that's 1, 2, 3. After those 3 universal laws, we call it mutable laws. We have the ability to adjust them. The next law, the 4th universal law, is polarity. Everything has poles. If there's a North Pole, there's a South Pole. If there's a up, there's a down. If there's a good, there's a bad. If there's a God, there's a devil. If there's a hot, there's a cold. Everything has poles. Everything. You have what's called, I'm about to tell you why. Because it's called bilateral symmetry. If you do like this, right, it needs to be a balance on this side. If I got 5 fingers on this side, I need to have 5 on this side. Nothing moves freely inside of its own environment without bilateral symmetry. That's how you put one in front of the other. If I just had one leg, I can't go nowhere. Everything has to have balance. Inside of polarity is balance. That's what we're trying to do now. We are the line that unites divinity and matter. We're trying to balance this spirituality with this earthly flesh. And not try to kill nobody, but then not try to get too far spiritual, or nobody will recognize who we are. So we're right in the middle. We are the line that unites divinity, God body, and matter. So that's balance. And then after balance, you have rhythm. Your heart beats on a rhythm. You know that you're rhythm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you have sex, you make love on a rhythm. Somebody knock on the door might mess you up. You got to start over.
Yeah.
Because you lost your rhythm. A baby learning to walk, they call them toddlers. They're trying to get their rhythm. Now, some of us have more rhythm than others, but everybody has rhythm.
Yeah.
Because if your heart wasn't beating on time in a rhythm, you'd have to get a pacemaker. You'd have to get something to check that thing, right? See, these are all facts. I'm not telling you nothing that you don't already know.
Yeah.
And
It
after,
just don't get explained this
so
way
after
to you.
rhythm, you have the universal law of cause and effect. Do I have to explain that?
No.
Because your father met your mother, you're born.
Yeah.
That's cause and effect.
Yeah.
You are cause and effect, and you affect everything that you touch.
Right.
And after cause and effect is gender. Everything in the universe has a gender. Male, female, positive or negative. Ants or insects, male, female. Fish, male, female. Human, male, female. Rocks and minerals, male and female. Plants, male and female. Let's talk about the plant. Okay, so with hemp, that's the male form of marijuana, you can build a house. You can take that hemp, compress it, make particle board, make real walls, and actually build a real house. Hemp, I tell people when they legalize marijuana, hold on, the money is going to be in the hemp. People can build houses out of hemp. You can make hemp t-shirts. You can make hemp ropes. You can have hemp bed sheets, hemp sails. In fact, not only hemp oil and hemp this and hemp water, not only that, they said the United States Constitution of America, and this may not be true, but it was rumored to be written on hemp paper. Now, I can tell you the whole story about how marijuana got illegal, but I won't do that right now. There's one thing you cannot do with hemp. What?
Smoke it.
Get high.
Yes.
You only get high on the bud. Yeah, that's the female.
CBA.
The female.
Yeah. I got you.
See,
now.
we care more about our marijuana female than we sometimes care about our own queens. You won't touch my second, but you don't care about how you gonna talk to her. You don't talk bad to my queen, and you done slapped your wife and beat up your girl, but you ain't gonna let nobody mess up your female tree. See, there's an order to this, bro. There's an order to this, right? See, the reason why the female don't do nothing else because she takes you to another level. See, we can have a conversation all day, but I can't. She could take you there. I can't. That's your female. That's your vine. That's your tree. That's your... See, when back in the day, you know why men used to bring cows and horses and all this stuff to the father of the bride? I want to give you all this money and stuff, right? Because you're going to give me your daughter, right? And your daughter could give me 10 sons. If I got 10 sons... You ain't gonna stop me. I got 10 sons that look like me, think like me, talk like me. I raised them. She can do that. She can do that. But we're not looking at it like that.
Judge.
So, consciousness, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender. Those are your 7 universal laws. Now listen, our ancestors recognized these universal laws. They called them Elohim. They recognized them. They said, that's God. That's attributes. Listen, without those things, ain't nothing on this planet existing without consciousness, correspondence. That's God, right? And they called it Elohim. And Elohim is a word for God, one of the oldest words for God. That's why I call myself Nelson L. Right? But it can be used as a plural or a singular. It's the 7 creative spirits working in concert. That's the circle. I'm trying to give it to you, bro. Now listen, they recognize that as God, but then they looked at each other and they said, bro, you conscious right now. We corresponding, you vibrating, you have polarity, rhythm, you are God. You're God, bro. You're God. They recognize that. Our ancestors, that's what got beat out of us during slavery. See, we was walking around like we the shit. We gods.
Yeah.
They whooped us and took us and put us on the bottom. Listen,
stole our game.
I know you don't want to know what, I know you don't like to hear the Bible, but the story with Moses, he says, Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh says, who told you, who sent you? He said, I am. Now I told you that the devil is a lie, right? So if you take that I am and you reverse that, it becomes am I. Am I rich? Am I healthy? Am I, nigga? Listen, bro, if you don't know who you are, I got some beachfront property in Wyandotte County I want to sell you. Man, it's a nice house out there, sandy white beaches, everything. You don't know. But if you know Wyandotte County, you know I'm lying. That's why you got to know. You God, bro. That's the God I believe in, and that's why I'm Black Jesus.
Sandy beaches and
Man, I got some beachfront property in Wyandotte County for anybody who want to buy it.
You better be conscious, man. We gonna wrap it up. I hope y'all enjoyed this shit. Tap in. What you be doing? They can come in here and talk.
Man, listen,
everything.
I
am
mitzvahs,
going
backyard
to have
barbecues.
him come down to Stanford's 813. It is not a game. I will have him come down there. I will build up a hell of a group of these motherfuckers.
Tell them about a book, man. Go to IamNelsonIll.com. You can get I am NelsonEL.com.
Like
you can get the electronic book for your phone. You can get the paperback book, or you can get the hard copy. The book is available. I do speaking engagements. I will come break down the science of life.
Study under?
Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Tupac, Biggie. The prophets, all of them. Oh yeah, you didn't know Pac was a prophet? You didn't know Biggie was a prophet? You didn't know that I'm a prophet? He's a prophet?
Church.
Come on, bruh. I study the universe. This is science. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is not a religion. This is science. Everything here has to be backed up and proven. It can't be no hokey pokey stuff. This is the science of life. That's why I'm telling you about universal laws. Not no joke. See, law means truth. You gotta come holler at me, man. Come holler at me.
Hope y'all enjoyed it, man. 8 a.m. Tap in. Morning Wake and Bake Show with the Strip Club King, a.k.a. Mufasa.
Hey, hold on before you get out of here, Mufasa. I'm sorry. I want to thank him for giving me an opportunity and a platform to come out here and speak my truth.
Man, I'm going to have you come down to the club and everything. I'm serious. I want to hear more of this. I want to gain more people like that know what you own, that whatever, what would you call it? What would you call you and the people that, the 5%ers?
Yeah, nah, I'm not 5%.
You
I'm
know
Nelson
what I mean?
Ill. I'm from the town. I ain't changed. I'm still me.
I'm just saying, like, how would I say to put it in the group, you know?
Moors. A Moor, Hebrew Israelite.
More of the Moors, you know what I mean? To have more of the Moors come down and talk.
Yeah,
not niggas that just claiming they ones, you know what I mean?
That's right. Nationality cards and everything. I'll bring the temple to you. It's a Moor Science Temple of America on 18th in New Jersey.
Hold on. You said you got a card.
Yeah.
Can I see that? You got a card? Did
I
you
ain't
bring
got no
it?
idea.
Damn.
But I do got a card.
That says that you're.
Looks like a driver's license.
That's how you start that shit off, man. 8 a.m. Tap in with me, y'all.